All right, so this will be the last example that we do before we go into the on your own as well as the um, word problems. So this is the same thing. X divided by 6 and 3/35 is less than 4, right? Just because I have a decimal, I follow the same rules. All right, so step one, I'm going to write the inequality. All right, so my inequality would be x divided by 6 and 35 less than 4. Okay, all right, now I'm going to solve the inequality by using the inverse operation. So I'm going to multiply 6, I meant to do red, but we'll go with yellow. 6 and 35 on both sides. This is so annoying. I don't know what is wrong with this pen. It has been charging. All right, charge. So 4 times, sorry, that's not a decimal, times 4 times 6 and 35 hundredths. All right, and so these cross each other out, and I may have to go over to the side to work. All right, because it is a decimal, I can't do it in my head. I'm gonna do it over here, so I'm gonna go with green. So remember, when you're multiplying with decimals, you line up by the number, not the decimal. So 6 and 35 hundredths times 4. All right, 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 3 is 12, plus the 2, 14. 4 times 6 is 24, plus the 1, 5. All right, and then I count my decimal spots and move my decimal over. I only have 2 numbers to the right of a decimal, so I move it over 1, 2. All right, so my inequality is x is less than 25 and 4/10. All right, then get rid of that second 0 because it's to the right of the decimal. All right, so it's 25 and 4/10. Okay, now let's plot it. So it's a little bit different of a number line, but it's still the same. It's a number line. Remember, the values doesn't matter how you do a number line as long as it makes sense. So I'm going to find 25, and then it's 0.4. So let's look at my line. So if this is 25 and that's 26, that must be 25 and a half, all right? Because it's halfway between 25 and 26. So 0.4 is going to be just before the halfway point. All right. Yeah, hear my neighbor? Yep, that's every day. All right, so 25 and 4/10. All right, and then x is going to be less than that, so I'm going to shade to the right. All right, and there's my answer. So now I can still check my work, and I can pick, and I can do whole numbers too. So it doesn't have to be decimals to plug in place of x. So I'm gonna pick 25 and 26 and see if 25. If I plug in 25 in place of x and my solution is true, then I'm good. If I plug in 26 and my solution is true, then I did something wrong. So let's go ahead and plug in 25. Oops. So 25 in place of x. And I'm actually not going to do the division. I'm not going to do the division in my head. I'm going to use a calculator. And it's okay. That's wrong right there. I mean, so 25 divided by 6 and 35 hundredths less than 4. All right. So if I do 25 divided by 6.35, I'd get roughly 3 and 94 hundredths. And that is true because that is less than 4. So that is actually true. All right. And then if I plug in 26, or disregard that, I just had this as default. So if I plug in 26 divided by 6 and 35 hundredths, I would get, less than 4. I would get 26 divided by roughly 4. 4.094. So is that true? Is that less than 4? And the answer is no. It's not much bigger than 4, but it's still slightly bigger than 4. So that would be no. All right. So hope this makes sense. Go ahead and do the on your own. Just do the best you can. Now, like always, actually, the on your own you're going to do in your notebook. But for the questions that if I have questions for you and they're not the independent practice, and you have to submit them, the whole point of that is that you get immediate feedback. So as long as your answer is close, then you're good to go. The only thing I'm going to really look at as far as grades and is going to be the independent practice and the quizzes. But they're going to be more straightforward. They're either going to be multiple choice or they're going to be on big ideas. So you shouldn't have a problem with the answers, the format of the answers. All right. So I'll see you guys on the next example, which is going to be a word problem.